Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my kitchen for another video. I'm Derek from Simnett Nutrition, and today is gonna be awesome because I am cooking with banana peels. Yes, that's right, banana peels. Not the banana, but the peel. So this actually came as a recommendation from many of you in the comment section of my videos and also in my DMs on Instagram. So many of you said, Derek, you eat so many bananas, have you ever tried cooking with the peel? And turns out it is actually a thing. I've seen people do many different things with the peel. First of all, I've seen flour made with banana peel, but I've also seen people like pickle it. But the most popular thing that seems to be a little bit trendy right now is to make a mock pulled pork sandwich, or like a vegan version of a pulled pork sandwich using banana peel. So that's what I'm gonna be doing here today. I've never done this before. It should be fun. Usually with these videos, especially like recipe videos, I will first test the recipe at least a couple times to make sure that it's all good and that I know the amounts and everything. But I'm not gonna do this today because this is the first time I've done it. I don't wanna actually like do this and then pretend to have like my initial reaction on video, so we're gonna get my authentic reaction today. And I'm actually taking this recipe from the Stingy Vegan's blog. I looked at a whole bunch of different ones and this one seemed like it was like the simplest but the most delicious, and it seemed like they tried it a few different ways and this was like the best one. So shout out to the Stingy Vegan. I don't know who that person is, but hopefully they have some fire recipes. We're gonna find out. So it turns out, I was doing a little research, and it turns out that the peel of the banana is actually 40% of the weight of the whole fruit. And I didn't really believe it, but once I peeled them and I actually like felt the weight of the banana itself, it did feel like pretty light. It's also quite nutritious as well. So we're actually throwing away quite a bit of good food when we dispose of the peel. Well, I don't know if it tastes good, but it's definitely like nutritious and it's totally edible. The only sort of warning or danger would be if you have a latex allergy, because apparently there is some naturally occurring latex that is in the banana peel. I know it sounds like crazy latex in there, but it's also in like lettuce and other things as well. I also read in many different blog posts, not in this one I don't think, but in many other ones, that there's B12 in the banana peel, because I was trying to find like what nutrients are in here, and it seems like it's many of the same nutrients that are in banana itself, like in the pulp. However, they did find that the antioxidant content was higher in the banana peel, but the claims of there being B12 in it are definitely unfounded. I would not rely on banana peels as a source of B12. If it did have B12 though, the banana would be the perfect vegan food. Well, especially if these pulled pork sandwiches turn out. So yeah, let's get making them. I'll show you guys how we do this, I think. Who knows? Oh, I did make something first though. Because even a vegan pulled pork sandwich, when it's made of banana peels, isn't gonna be complete unless you have it with some coleslaw. So this is just a really, really fast vegan coleslaw that I whipped up, really simple. And I'll show you guys how I made that a little bit later. So I guess I will put the recipe in the description box down below, along with a link to the blog post if you guys want to see, you know, the original copy. So I was reading around the internet, you know, trying to figure out how to do this, and apparently you want to use just ripe bananas. So, you know, ones that aren't spotty yet, like this one, you know, just turned yellow, maybe have a tiny bit of green on it. This is the kind of banana you want to use, because otherwise apparently if it's too spotty, it's just like too soft and it turns to mush, and then if it's too green, it's too hard and it's like pretty much inedible. The first thing you're going to want to do is to wash the bananas. But even before that, you want to make sure that you buy organic bananas, especially if you're going to be doing this with it. Bananas are so extremely highly sprayed, you definitely don't want to be consuming those pesticides. So it says you want to cut both the top and the bottom off, because those don't look like they'd be very good. And I think it's around 2 bananas per sort of sandwich. So I'm gonna make maybe 4, I guess, so I can make one for Crystal as well. Now that I have all these peeled bananas, I'm actually just gonna put these in the freezer to freeze them for smoothie bowls and banana and ice cream, stuff like that. Kinda wish they were a bit riper, but this is how it goes today. And then the next thing you're gonna wanna do is to clean the banana peel, as I have heard it described. But basically just scrape all of the sort of white pulp off of it. So I guess you wanna just be left with the peel like that, super thin. So I'm just gonna do that to the rest of these really quickly. Now that the banana peels have been all cleaned, they are pretty much ready to shred. So here is the technique that I've seen used to do this. You just take a fork and you just kind of go down it like this. And it's supposed to just shred it. Let's see how this works. Oh, shredding up my cutting board too, apparently. So it does kind of work. I wonder if I could do it like this. Ah, that's the technique. Cool. Cut that off. All right, and I guess this is what we're trying to get. So I'm gonna shred the rest of these and then we'll move on to the next step. That was kind of time consuming, I'm not gonna lie. It took about 10 minutes to do all that, but I'm gonna press on. So what do we have to do next here? So now the recipe calls for the seasoning. So you wanna get all the shredded banana peel into a bowl like this. So the recipe calls for like a tablespoon and a half of olive oil, and you guys know I don't like using that much oil, so I'm just gonna use a half a tablespoon in here. A teaspoon of smoked paprika, 3/4 of a teaspoon of chili spice, 3/4 of a teaspoon of garlic powder, 3/4 of a teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 of a teaspoon of cumin, and now you just wanna mix this up really well. Probably would have been smart to combine all the seasonings like on the side and then add them, just so it's nice and uniform, but I'm all about keeping it easy and quick in the kitchen. Okay, it's starting to become a little bit more appetizing to me. It wasn't even looking like food there for a minute, but it's starting to smell good. And now the recipe says you just want to let this sit for about 10 minutes or so just to kind of marinate and absorb those flavors. So I'm just going to tidy up a little bit while I wait for that. So while you're waiting for this to marinate, it's probably a good time to whip together a little bit of coleslaw if you want to have that with it. So here's how I made this. It's really simple. So first, using the mandolin slicer, I shredded some red cabbage and some green cabbage, and then I grated some carrot into it as well. Big spoonful of vegan mayonnaise, a little bit of maple syrup, some mustard, salt, pepper to taste, and then if you want, you could add some celery seed as well. This adds like a really nice little flavor to it. And then just mix it up, and there you go. If you want it to be a little bit more vinegary, you could obviously add some vinegar, but I find that the mustard adds a good amount of it, so I like it just like this. Do you want to come see the pulled pork banana peel thing?
Oh god. It doesn't look like that appetizing.
No, but smell it, smell it. All right, so next we're gonna cook it. So you just wanna preheat a frying pan to about medium heat, and then yeah, get your marinated banana peel and just fire it in there. So the recipe did say that you do want to do a little bit of a water saute. This is gonna help to steam it a little bit, cook it down, so definitely want to add a few splashes of water while you're cooking. So apparently it takes about 5 to 10 minutes to cook. Not very long at all. And the greener or less ripe the banana is, the longer it's going to take to cook and tenderize. So it's been cooking for about 7 minutes now, and now you're gonna want to add the barbecue sauce. This is definitely gonna be where a lot of the magic happens. So it calls for 2 tablespoons of barbecue sauce, but oh gosh, I don't think I have to measure it out as I do that. That's probably about 2, we'll do a little more. So once the sauce is all mixed in and is heated up and everything, yeah, this is pretty much done cooking. Ooh. I'm so tempted to taste it now, but I'm gonna put it all together in the sandwich first and then taste it, because I don't wanna like spoil the whole experience, if you know what I mean. So I was able to find these nice big buns. I like big buns. And I cannot lie. I think this is gonna be perfect for these sandwiches. They're vegan friendly, whole wheat. They actually call them peasant buns, which is like so funny. I like big peasant buns. And I cannot lie. So it does say in the recipe to add a little bit of salt just at the end. I think that will kind of, you know, be nice because the barbecue sauce is so sweet. We haven't added any yet. It definitely looks the part. So let's build these sandwiches, see how it tastes. All right, so they're all together, and I have to admit, it definitely does look like a pulled pork or pulled jackfruit sandwich. So I'm pretty excited to try these out. I've got 2 here, one for me, one for Crystal, so I'm gonna call her in. Crystal!
I heard my name. It's a taste test, yay.
Okay, so let's try it out. Look how good it looks. I can give you guys a close-up first. Like, definitely looks pretty good. And the coleslaw is like pretty bomb just on its own, so.
Have you tried it yet?
No, I haven't even tasted, I didn't even taste anything. I didn't even put it on my tongue. Because I wanted to try it all together like this.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous.
No, because anytime I've tasted banana peel, it's bitter. Yeah. It's so bitter, right? So.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah. Oh wow. It tastes good.
Oh. Okay. Wow. Mmm. Okay.
The texture is a little bit chewier than I was expecting. To be honest, like it has more of a texture. I thought it was just gonna kind of be like mushy and weird, but
yeah, I think that's why you want to use the yellow, like just ripe bananas, not the super ripe bananas.
The buns, very good. But
yeah, the buns.
And the coleslaw is amazing. But
yeah, it's all good together, isn't it? Like, what do you think? It's good, right? If you got this at a restaurant, would you send it back? Or would you just be pumped?
No, I like the flavor, but I'm just trying to get past the fact of it being like banana peel.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like not.
I'm like in my head, I'm like, I like it. But then my head's like, but this is banana peel. It's weird.
I'm just trying to accept it for the flavors that it is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna open my sandwich up and just. Even looking at it now, I can see that there's like parts of it that are like kind of dark and bruised, Like I look at think of a banana that's bruised and it's like kind of playing with my head a little bit.
No, it was starting to like oxidize like as soon as I started shredding it. So yeah, I'm gonna pull it apart here and I'm gonna try just this and see.
I definitely think it's really good. Like, yeah, I can see how people would like enjoy eating this.
Yeah. Yes, I think I like it. If I had the choice, I would probably choose jackfruit over it, I think. I do prefer jackfruit when making something like this. But, considering this is like a waste product from like bananas that we like throw out all the time, this is pretty incredible, I have to admit.
Yeah, it's playing with my head so much. I definitely agree with you though. I think I like the texture of jackfruit a little bit more. Because the texture of this is like, it's not chewy, but it's just like, not crunchy, but there's a texture to it. That's okay. But I do like the texture of jackfruit more in like a pulled kind of...
whatever thing.
Yeah.
Pulled whatever thing.
Pulled whatever thing. Yeah, it's so interesting. What?
I know.
What? I honestly, I didn't think I was gonna like it, but like...
No, I was skeptical.
I'm so intrigued.
I didn't think it was gonna be this good. I have to say, I don't love it, but I like it. And, yeah, the Stingy Vegan's recipe I feel like is as good as it, really could be. I don't know what else I would do to change that. But, yeah, it's good. So, there you go. Everybody that's in the DMs, and Derek, have you ever tried eating a banana peel? You should try it. You eat so many bananas. Now I've tried it. And if you mix it up with just the right spices, and you pour a bunch of sugary barbecue sauce on there, it's pretty good.
It's not bad. Do you think we'll make it again?
It seems like a little bit of a novelty. Like, first of all, I don't ever really have like pulled jackfruit sandwiches anyways.
Exactly, yeah, we don't really make these kind of things very often.
Yeah, I can think of a bunch of other sandwiches I'd probably have over this, and it was a little bit time consuming. It took me 10 minutes to shred the peels. So I don't know, whatever that means.
Yeah, it would be fun to like bring to like a party or something, like show your family.
Yeah.
Right? Because like our family's really adventurous. They would definitely try this and be like, what is going on? This is like insane. This is banana peel?
I know. Maybe not if you're like...
Yeah, I'm glad that we tried it.
Yeah, me too.
We've never tried it before, and I've heard a lot about it, but I never really, I don't know, but it's really good.
You might not want to roll up to like a party if everyone else like isn't vegan, and it's like your first time you're bringing a meal, and you're like, hey everybody, pulled pork, but it's banana peel.
People would be like, I'm good. Anyways, thank you for letting me taste test.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
I'm glad you did. Yeah, cool.
I'm gonna just eat this over here.
All right, so it definitely works. I was skeptical, I have to admit, but it's not bad. So you guys will have to let me know in the comment section down below if you've tried, cooking with banana peel, what you made, how it turned out, and let me know if you guys are gonna try making this. Definitely tag me on Instagram at Simnett Nutrition if you do try it, because I would love to see, your reaction and what you guys thought of it. So thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. It helps me out so much. It's easy for you. It means a lot to me. Puts me up in that algorithm. Tells YouTube, hey, that guy's doing good work. Recommend it to more people. Subscribe so you can see more, and I will see you guys soon with another video.
Maybe like point. Can you not like scrunch down, but just like yeah, like that kind of.